Hi, my name is Alistair Turnbull and I'm an author. I've written a book called Robert Burns' Women, which looks at 12 poems inspired by women in his life. The poem I'm going to look at just now, which I have in front of me on my computer, is called Rigs o' Barley. And it was inspired by a woman. Well, Burns never actually confirmed who it was that inspired it, but many people believe it was a woman called Annie Rankie. Now, Annie Rankie, he knew Annie Rankie really well. He's actually said to have been passionately fond of her, and it is known that Robert gave her a locket of his hair during his lifetime, as well as a miniature painting of himself. This poem slash song shows that Robert clearly loves women, and it's quite not explicit, but it tells of an encounter in a field one night with Annie. So let's have a look at the Rigs o' Barley. Rigs o' Barley by Robert Burns, written in 1782. 'Twas upon a Lammas night, when corn rigs are bonny, beneath the moon's unclouded light, I held awa to Annie. The time flew by with tentless heed, tween the late and early. With small persuasion she agreed to see me through the barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, and corn rigs are bonny. I'll ne'er forget that happy night among the rigs wi' Annie. The sky was blue, the wind was still, the moon was shining clearly. I sat her down wi' right good will among the rigs o' barley. I kent her heart was all my ain, I loved her most sincerely. I kissed her hour and hour again among the rigs o' barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, and corn rigs are bonny. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs wi' Annie. I locked her in my fond embrace, my heart was beating rarely. My blessings on that happy place among the rigs o' barley. But by the moon and stars so bright that shone that hour so clearly, shall bless that happy night among the rigs o' barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, and corn rigs are bonny. I'll ne'er forget that happy night among the rigs wi' Annie. I hae been blithe wi' comrades dear, I hae been merry drinking, I hae been joyful gathering gear, I hae been happy thinking. But all the pleasures e'er I saw, though 3 times doubled fairly, that happy night was worth them all among the rigs o' barley. Quite a good poem, I like that one. In the book I've written, I also give a modern translation of each of the poems, because some of the language in the poems is very difficult to understand. Like Lammas Night actually means August the 1st. There you go. So I'll now read out my modern translation, which it doesn't sound anywhere near as good. It's just there, pardon me, in the book so that you understand what's being said in the original poem. So here we go. A modern translation of Rigs o' Barley. It was upon the night of August 1st, where corn rigs are pretty, beneath the moon's unclouded light, I went to meet with Annie. The time flew by without a care, until between the late and early, with little persuasion she agreed to see me through the barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, and corn rigs are pretty. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs wi' Annie. The sky was blue, the wind was still, the moon was shining clearly. I sat her down with the right good will among the rigs o' barley. I knew her heart was all my own, I loved her most sincerely. I kissed her over and over again among the rigs o' barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs, and corn rigs are pretty. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. I locked her in my fond embrace, her heart was beating quickly. My blessings on that happy place among the rigs o' barley. but the moon and stars so bright that shone that hour so clearly shall always bless that happy night among the rigs o' barley. Corn rigs and barley rigs and corn rigs are pretty. I'll never forget that happy night among the rigs with Annie. I have been happy with my friends. I have been merry drinking. I have been joyful gathering possessions, and I have been happy thinking. But all the pleasures ever I saw, although 3 times doubled fairly, that happy night was worth them all among the rigs o' barley. Again, that poem doesn't sound anywhere near as good as the original one, but maybe you'll understand it more because of the difficult language in the first poem. A little bit extra, Annie Ranke was a good friend of Burns, but she went on to marry an innkeeper called John Merry. They worked the inn together for a few years and John died. It's known that Burns stayed at the inn about 2 or 3 years after the poem was written, and Annie actually ran that inn herself until she retired at the age of 84. There you go, a little bit extra there about Annie Ranke. The book I've written is available for download on Amazon, iTunes, Kobo. Please look it up. It's Robert Burns' Women, and it's 12 poems about women and inspired by women in his life. Please read it, please enjoy it, and please leave me a review. A review would be excellent, as I am a very, very unknown author. Until then, until the next book, which is going to be Robert Burns' Nature, 12 Poems Inspired by Nature, then I hope you enjoy Burns and continue reading him. Thanks very much. Thanks for watching.